Well, hey there, Tammy. How you doing? Who else is here? Now I'm trying to get something to work here. Hey there, Diane. How you doing? Had a little bit of technical difficulties last night. Yeah, I had my mic muted there for when I started the mic. I do that a lot when I'm first starting out the stream. Oh, pretty good, Terry. It's pretty good. How about you? Yeah, last night I was early into the chat and all of a sudden I lost electricity. I seen a flash down the hill. We had some really bad winds last night and knocked a big old tree across the street over the road and knocked out a bunch of power lines. So I was without power last night and got it back about 1 o'clock today. And unfortunately, it got down to 28 degrees. So it was pretty cold in here last night. I was bragging on it last week about how warm it's been, and all of a sudden, bam, we're back down to 30 degrees. Yeah. You seen that, Diane? Yeah, that threw me for a loop there for a second. I thought, what in the world? That's good to hear, Terry. That's all we can hope for is just be thankful for what we got and the health we've got. You know, that's all we can do is be thankful for it because we never know from day to day what's going to happen. I can. It was 80, over 80 degrees last week here. And then what was it? Saturday, I was out in shorts and a t shirt on the back porch. It's up in the upper eight or 70s and beautiful day. And then all of a sudden, it just the bottom falls out of it. Luckily that we didn't get no precipitation, just clear skies. But I'm telling you what, last night I thought I was going to be flying in the air. Look out, Toto, here I come. It was flat windy. There was trees all over the place. I'm not kidding you. They couldn't withstand the winds. It's so windy. But anyway, it's all good. I survived the night. Got my heaters going next to me. I'm good. What do you mean that was you? So you're over there on YouTube disguised as Frankie? Shoot, I thought I had me a hot one. But nah, it's just old Diane. Shame on you. You just wait. I'll get you back. Yeah, I know it. It's been crazy. Really, really crazy. It definitely has been that. So, how's everyone doing? Well, hey Rebecca, how you doing? You enjoying that big old TV? Well, my nephew, the one I always talk about, he got a bright idea. Well, I've got this old storage shed behind the house. I've had it back here. You got me big time right. You really did. But I've had it nearly as long as I've lived up here. And it's all rotted, the roof's falling in on it, and it was just packed full to the roof with things I never needed, but I was too hoardy to throw it away. And yeah, some of it was pretty valuable, which I found out. But anyway, the kids had a lot of toys out there that they either outgrown or just they had so much of it that we needed to store it somewhere. And like I'm talking like Pokemon and old baseball cards and Ninja Turtle stuff and pro wrestlers, things like that. Well, my nephew comes up, sits down, and starts talking to me. Then he gets asked me if he could get in that storage shed. I said, "Well, yeah. Well, I don't think anything's worth anything because the roof's done rotted out. You could see daylight from one end of it to the other, and not even open the door." So anyway, he works on that Friday and Saturday. I think it's no Thursday and Friday. Yeah, Thursday and Friday. He works on it. I didn't even have the key to the door, so he got in there anyway and started throwing stuff out, digging through all of it. And I said, "You ain't even got to the really good stuff. It's all in the bottom of the floor. You just got halfway down." And anyway, yeah, come to find out, there's a lot of valuables out there that I did not know about. He's gotten the eBay bug. Yeah, he's selling my garbage on eBay. It's like I told him if I ever wanted it, I'd have done had it out. I don't need none of that crap. So when it was all over, said and done, I said, "Well, I get half of the profits. You know that, right?" "You said I could have it." And I said, "I'm just teasing you. I don't want nothing." So I've got this curio cabinet. He said he didn't know nothing about dishes. No, kids ain't into that kind of thing. I've got some very old dishware that was my great grandmother's, that was her mother's. Well, I've got it stored in the house. And then we was back there in the back room where it was at, and he seen my closet door open back there, and he got started digging through my clothes. He says, is any of that old?" I says, "Well, yeah. Like I said, I don't throw nothing away." "That's right, they are. They're worth a lot of money." That I did not know, but I found out. But like I told him, it's all at the bottom. It's not. He found a couple of them, but I'm gonna tell you what, there's a ton of them in there. They had them red and white balls, and I think they come from. I don't remember if it was Burger King or McDonald's. Where I think it was McDonald's. They got them in the Happy Meals. Well, they had a set of five, I believe it was, And I bought Cody, at least two of each. And they were in the shed. He found two of them. But they're round balls, had a Pokemon gold plated card in it. A little card, it's like the size of a part of a graham cracker, one piece of it. It's about the size of it. And the card of authenticity, all that stuff. And yeah, them are really valuable. But he only found two of them, and like kept telling me, you ain't got deep enough, boy. If you want to find all that stuff, you're gonna have to dig through it. Keep in mind, all what you tear out's got to go back in there. So that's what I was doing over the weekend or through the week. And Saturday, it says Thursday and Friday. Then Saturday, him and his young brother come up to clean up the mess. He couldn't do it himself, so he has to get his little brother to do it. So with that in mind, I got my back porch, my back deck cleaned off. Since we was throwing all that garbage back in there, I told him clean that stuff off my deck and just throw it in the shed with the other crap. So there you have it. Got my porch cleaned off. Learned a valuable lesson about old relics. I'm calling them old relics. They're from like early 90s. Yeah. And but that's what I've been doing. Took a break, son. What is today? Monday. Yeah. I didn't do nothing yesterday. What did I do? Nothing. And then I froze my cojones off last night. Got up this morning, is even worse. 50 degrees in the house. I had long sleeves on, a little coat, bundled up in a big old blanket. Sitting here looking out the front window, waiting. Are they going to get it done this morning? Are they going to get it done this morning? No, it was about 1 o'clock today. But yeah, y'all have a great weekend. Y'all get out and enjoy it. Hey, Robin, how you doing? I don't think I got anything planned for this week, probably. Oh, yeah, I do. I got to get up and go up the Backy store tomorrow. I've been out of dip for 2 days. Hey, Frank, how you doing? Yeah, I've been out of dip for 2 days. It's about to drive me crazy. Called brother today. We couldn't he couldn't get out this morning to go to work. The power lines were all down and stuff, and we couldn't even get out of our driveway. They said, nope, you can't cross them power lines. You got to wait till we get them off the ground. And so he couldn't go to work. So they showed up about 8 o'clock this morning, nephew said. Got to working and got the driveway cleared up to where he could go to work. So I called him and I asked him, could you pick me up a can of dip? He says, yeah. And this afternoon, I was wanting to lay down in my recliner since I had heat back there. And I called him up and I said, just hold off. I got to get out tomorrow. So I'll just wait and go up there and get it tomorrow. And it gives me an excuse to leave the house. No, they don't do that here, Robin. Diane didn't do a damn thing. That's normal, though, isn't it? It's a normal day for a normal weekend for Diane. I wish I could. Unfortunately, well, for just one, if they deliver that stuff to me, I would and sacrifice the cost of it, but I wouldn't do it continuously because that's way too. In fact, I don't even know if they still sell it at a Walmart. That's a good question. I honestly don't think they do. Let's see here. Let's see here. Nope. Nope. They don't show it for delivery. Let's see if they even show it for pickup. Nope. How about shipping? Do they ship it to you? Let's get that part. Oh, no. They don't even ship it no more, Robin. They ship a non tobacco dipping product called Smoky Mountain, which it looks about the same thing. It looks like somebody went out in the worm bed and dug it up. Anyway, yeah. But that gives me a see. Yeah, used to you remember they sold all that tobacco in their stores, and the last time I was there, I swore I still seen it, but you got to remember it's been since 2021 since I've been in Walmart store, so I don't know if they still did or not. Manila, Philippines. Well, hey there, Virginia. How you doing over there? We's over here in Arkansas. But back to the story. Gives me an excuse to go up to McDonald's and get me one of them big arches again. I think they still selling them things. Boy, they were so good. So good. Let's see. Odor. Well, of course, pickup. Do I ever do it any different? You ain't gonna get me to do that. No. It's because I'm not turning that mess on. They don't even show it to be shipped, Tammy. That's the crazy thing. Yeah, they don't even show it to ship it. All right. You know, if you get the flea fillet of fish, you buy one, you get the second one free by ordering on the app. Yeah, they still got it. Big Arch. Did you know that? Mm-hmm. Sure enough, I like their fillet of fish. Yes, I do. Mm, you good. Oh, I'm sure they do, but I don't do shipping. I've Unless it's just a dire emergency, I don't do shipping because they never find my house. I have to go on the search for my products I've got coming. So I give it up. If I can't get it at my Walmart delivery, then I don't need it. That's what I've come to the conclusion of. Yes, ma'am. I got it. I'm a proud owner of my car for over a week now. I got it back. I told him I need it back because I gotta go get my tobacco tomorrow. I didn't go get it tomorrow. I'm getting it tomorrow, but not the same week. Yeah, I'm sure I can have it shipped to me. I do too. Well, I don't get order coupons, but we were on the mailing list to several different tobacco companies, and they were in back when I started it out. They were sending me coupons for instance, Marlboro. They would send me coupons, buy one pack, get the second free. So you getting two for one. And they gave me like, oh, my birthday, I've got a free carton on my birthday. And then ever so often they'd send me a booklet of coupons to where, yes, ma'am, it did. It had a full tank of gas and it was washed inside and out. I couldn't believe it. I told him not to do it, but he did it. I could not believe that. That was the first in the history of my borrowed car coming back with gas and clean. Yeah. You know, I wouldn't have mind them keeping it and using it, but I felt bad having to ask him to help me out with having to stop pick things up for me, you know. And plus, it's cheaper for me to do it this way myself because the delivery fee was $100 every trip, so it adds up quick. And so I've needed an excuse to get out of the house. I used to use the excuse of going and picking up my groceries, but my problem is I can't carry it from the cart into the house. And so that's why I've kept with the delivery. And but plus being free, you know, free delivery, that I couldn't beat it. You know, they bring it to the porch, put it in my wagon, I wheel it in the house, and it's in the wagon. You know, I don't have to worry about putting it on the counters or the table or the freezer till I get it all put away. If I don't feel like putting it up, I just put the cold stuff up and leave the rest in the wagon and get to it when I can. Yeah, that's what I like about the delivery. You know, I started it when I had my neck surgery, and I liked it so much that I just never went back to it. Pickup. I just got sick and tired of fighting the crowds in the store. That's why I started to pick up, because I'm sure you've got a lot of rude people, and they don't care if they run into you, and then to give you a look at, you're in my way, get out of the way, and just battling the I used to call them blue hairs. Now I am a blue hair, but anyway, I just park my car, call them, I'm out here, and space number, and pop my trunk, and they put it in my trunk. They come to my window, and they don't even normally. I don't even come to my didn't come to my window because they knew who I was. I was there all the time, and so I tell them I was there and tell them what space, and they just. But I do know one thing. There's certain products that you have to show your ID for, and it's not alcohol or nothing like that. It's like kitchen knives. There was something else, but anyway, there's certain items that you got to show. And in my pharmacy, they deliver it, except for my pain meds. That has to be picked up. And but I have to sign for my medication, which is normal. Most pharmacies require that, and I just sign their phone, and it'll all be good. Yeah, they're all alike. I've been, they've got, well, we have six Walmarts here close to me, and every one of them's the same. The people act the same way. They just don't care what they do, and or whether they run over you or not, and then make it like it's your fault, and it's not. So I started to pick up. Is that right? I didn't know that. Yeah, I didn't know you had to be 16 to buy aerosol cans. Is that certain cans or just all cans? Like deodorant? 5 inches of snow. Ooh. Well, hello, Michelle. What are you doing? So tomorrow I will eat my big arch, bring it home, eat it. Tomorrow I'll have fillet of fish. And then the next day I'll have chicken nuggets. Hey, Patty, what's up? Oh, really? That's crazy. Well, after today, we only got up to 37 degrees today. After today, we're supposed to start warming up. And I think it was up to start getting up close to 80 in the next couple of days. What is that? Oh, freeze warning. Duh. It's already freezing. It's only 9:30. So 53 tomorrow, 71 Wednesday, 78 Thursday. And then we're back down. But the good thing, the lows, that's what looks good. Lows of 50s and 60s. So yeah, our weather's looking good. It's looking good. Looking good, looking good. Oh, girl, aren't you lucky? Corned beef and cabbage. Hey, Robert, later. You got snow down there? I thought I'd seen somewhere in Alabama that it's snowing. Oh, goodness, that air breath of air had a bone in it. There's a little cafe up the road from us. I got my Thanksgiving or Christmas dinner last year or year before from. They have cabbage or corned beef and cabbage. I've thought many a times of running up there and getting it from there. And after having their holiday meal that I had, I thought, nah, I ain't wasting no more money. It wasn't good. How can you screw up a turkey and ham? How is that possible? It's possible they did. Now I did have a hamburger from there and it's pretty good. Well, I thought I'd seen that they had snow in Alabama. I wasn't for sure. It did for you too, Robin. Yeah, it's what I was seeing that Alabama and Georgia both was getting snow. Yeah, I seen it. I got my sweatshirt on. My Truckers TV. You can't see Truckers TV no more. It's done washed off. Washed. How many of you guys can say washed? Can you spell it? How many of you can spell worst? You know how I spell it? Wrong every time. Yeah. I hadn't had a chicken nugget in a long time. Long time. That's war. That's washed. Washed. I'm talking worst. Oh, I did do some swapping. Yeah, I did some swapping. I got that 9mm from my nephew. He owed me some money, so I took it for payment in full. Never liked it. It stayed locked up in my safe. I just never liked the gun. And so the day he come up to ask about digging through my garbage loft outside, he showed it to his new one. He got a new 40 caliber. And nice gun too. I'm not kidding. It's really nice. I said, I'll make a deal with you. I'll swap you back your old 9 for that 40 and we'll be happy. Because I like that 40 better than that 9. I've never liked your old gun. I got it as safe. He handled around on it and looked at it and looked at it 40 and he said, okay, I'll swap you. So I ended up with a pretty nice little 40. Yeah, my 380 I got. I was going to buy one last year, another one. And I held off on it. And I told him about it. And he says, well, if I come up with 380, I'll swap you for that 40 back. I said, well, you do that. I'd rather have it than the 40. There you go, Diane. Worst. That way way Roberts spelt it, that's the northern Arkansas pronunciation. I'm down here in the south part of it. So our spelling of it is a little different. Nobody wants to come up here with me. Let's see here. Huh. Huh. Henry, don't make me send you the link in your messenger. I see you back there. You think you're hiding. Ha! You're not hiding. Deborah, what are you doing? There's Scott Lowe, I think, sitting there listening. How you doing, sir? Dewey Brooks from Alabama. How you doing, sir? Ah, I caught you.
Yeah, you did. I didn't
Well,
say anything. I didn't even type anything.
I know you didn't.
No, I
I
didn't
had
even want. I wanted to see if anybody would notice me first before you, but oh well.
I had my Henry radar going.
You had radar on the state of Maine to see who was out there and up, right?
Yeah. Hey, y'all getting a lot of snow?
No, a lot of rain.
Oh, I thought Maine was getting a lot of snow too.
No, we got a lot of rain. We get over 5 inches of rain already.
Yeah. Well, that's
Corn.
better than snow.
Yeah, it's easy to shovel.
Yeah, oh yeah, that's real easy. So what you been up to?
Not much. Not much at all. Went out and cleaned up my camper a little bit.
Yeah, that's good.
Went out,
You gonna actually use it this year?
yeah. You're gonna save up and get it registered and take it out to a campground and go camping.
There you go. Let me ask you: do y'all have fishing seasons, or is it open year round?
We have it opens up in April. Our fishing season.
I thought you had said something about not being able to do it year round. Like us, we can go out fish anytime. We don't have a fishing season.
Ours starts in April.
Yeah. I bought trout stamps.
You can fish, but you have to have an ice fishing license. You can ice fish.
Yeah,
I don't get into that.
I wouldn't either. I'd burn a hole in the ice.
Yeah.
Fall
Well, up north on one of the lakes, there was a truck that burnt a hole through the ice yesterday.
Wow.
We've had 70-degree weather. It was like 60s and 70s up here last week. And they're out there this weekend driving along. This lady comes along. She falls right through. She didn't get hurt. She didn't get hurt or nothing. She saved herself, but it's like we all told her. In March, you don't take, when we've had 60 to 70-degree weather, out on ice. It's the most stupidest thing you can do.
Yeah.
I said, she says, well, if I can't get out, it's going to cost a lot of money. I said, yeah, you got to have a record to call out. All that cable line, they're going to pull it. That's going to cost you some money to get one of them out of the lake. Plus, they fine you forever how long it's in the lake.
Yeah.
I said, was that really worth it?
Why was she going out there on it?
I don't know. She was out there doing something. She was out there. Her husband was ice fishing, and she took her truck out. And when she left, she broke through. I said, well, they tell you not to put too much weight on ice. Well, they had a bunch of snowmobile races up north. That was 30 inches thick, so that was fine.
Oh,
But
yeah.
But this lake here it's kind of runs a lot, and you don't know where the springs are and stuff, and you're liable to go through.
Mm-hmm.
But no, this they cut like a big round circle, and it's like a big wheel going around in the water, and they had snowmobile races up there, and it's kind of cool. I watched it. They had all kinds of different videos on it.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of cool, like a wheel that spun around in the water.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool the way they had it. There was over 1,000 people there watching.
Oh, wow. I've watched them snowmobile races on TV before.
Yeah. Well, these are just a bunch of. Well, you got some of the guys that come out of Canada, which isn't too far from here anyway. So they come down and they race their sleds, and some of the local guys set their sleds up and have fun.
Yeah.
They had racing. They had time drags. We line them up and see who goes the fastest. It was just a time to get out for the last time, something they wanted to do.
Yeah.
Next
I
year,
think
oh,
the bathtub races is coming up in June.
how do those run?
They're kind of slow. They're only 4 manpower.
Yeah,
They build these. They take old bathtubs and make carts out of them, and they have handles off the sides, 2 on the front and 2 on the back, and 4 people push down in front of Bathhouse Row in town. And there's a competition every year, ever since it started. The city fire department against the city police department.
Oh, yeah.
The fire department smoked their butts every year. You got fit firemen. They have buffed up fit firemen pushing this bathtub.
Yeah.
And you got the big donut eater cops pushing theirs. So who do you think's gonna win?
I would say probably the fire department.
Yeah, and that's normally what happens. But the PD got smart. They started using their SWAT members.
Oh.
And so it's been more competitive now.
So they're more fit than the regular PD.
Yeah. It is, Michelle. It's hilarious because the people line up along both sides of the road. It's a 4-lane road. I think it's they've cut it down to 2 lanes now. But they'll be in the middle of the road racing, and the people stand on the sidewalks, on the sides of the road, and with their water guns and spraying the competitors with water guns as they're running down. It's hilarious. I posted a couple of years ago. I posted some videos of it on my page.
They must get a kick out of that.
Oh, they do. It is hilarious. Yeah, it is funny. And the local businesses, they participate in it. They have, I say, boats, bathtubs, and stuff.
Right.
But it's pretty fun.
They must get moving pretty fast if they're going.
No.
No.
No. Now, let me take that back. They're heavy bathtubs. They're the old like cast iron tubs or whatever.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
And so it takes a lot to even get them rolling. And but yeah, it's fun. And
I've seen people do it with beds.
Yeah, I've seen that too.
The old spring beds with the big rack on the back.
Mm-hmm.
And I've seen them do that in the water. They'll have these. Try to make these cardboard boats.
Yeah.
Races.
Yeah.
They have those up here at one of the rivers. They're pretty funny to watch them. By the time they even get it paddled, they're sunk right on shore. But some of them go pretty good.
They have them here too, and most of them, once they get them in the water and set in them, they just start sinking right then. They don't ever go anywhere but down.
Well, I think you got to fabricate it just right so it doesn't sink right off. But I'll tell you what, the crowd that watches that, holy cow! I went to my first one a couple of years ago with Patty, and we had a ball watch, and half of them would sink.
Yeah. Have you seen the ones where they make airplanes and have a ramp?
Yeah.
They go down. Now that's funny.
Yeah.
Because the majority of them just go straight into the water.
Yeah.
Nose first, just straight down. And that's it.
Yeah.
They just jump and go in.
I used to like the old. They used to have. They had a competition up there at that place at Cobb where they doing the races. They had people that would get on logs and spin each other around. Boy, some of those guys could do it good.
Oh yeah,
The log rolling competition.
right. Yeah, they've done that ever since they started doing them. That's what the old loggers at the mill.
And a lot of the old timers had the right pair of shoes to do it with. You know, they had the
Yeah,
spikes on the. But some of them would get up there. You know, the ones that want to pretend they know what they're doing, they just get up there in sneakers, and by the time they get on it, they're falling already.
I think up in Alaska they still do that.
I think they do.
They'll log them to setting stations in the water, and then barges will carry them on down. And I
Yeah.
think somewhere else, the Mississippi River, I've seen them on it too.
But boy, I'll tell you, some of those old time loggers can really spin them logs around, go backwards and forwards, and
What about
eventually one of them is going to fall off. But it takes them a while.
them pole climbers?
Oh
They'll get
yeah,
up that damn pole and ring that bell before nothing.
yeah, and half of them land. You think they're going to kill themselves?
I know it. If they didn't have that big old pad at the bottom there, they would. Because they're dropping 10 foot every time they take a step.
Yeah, and some of them just slide right down it. You think they were going to fall back and kill themselves?
Yep. My grandpa he had a team of mules. He skidded logs by mules.
Yeah,
And they had a lumber yard up in Jessieville. He would skid them on the roads. They'd load them on wagons and take them to the lumber yard. And then there used to be a train that would come through Jessieville. Well, between Hot Springs Village and Jessieville, that's where the lumber yard was. And they'd load them up on the trains there, and then they'd take them all over to the mill at Mountain Pine. This is direct line from Jessieville to Mountain Pine. That's what my grandpa did.
yeah.
He was a little bitty man, and he couldn't talk very well. But them old mules knew what he was telling them to do. He'd beat the shit out of them if they didn't do it.
Yeah.
That's what they had. Get out.
Yeah, they had the old cant dogs to load them up on the sleigh and everything else.
Mm-hmm.
Those old handheld things you grip right in and roll the log on.
Yeah.
And they have the sides where you pull the little pins to get them up on there. And once you got them up on there, they load them right up. Boy, there was some weight on some of.
Yeah.
My uncle used to do that with horses, but they'd haul a lot of weight.
Yeah.
Them horses were pretty tough.
Them old mules were tougher.
Yeah. But my grandfather and my uncle did that for a long time. Did all kinds of logging in the woods.
Yeah. That's it. That's all mine ever did was log. He was 54 when he passed away.
I'll tell you, you didn't want to mess around with neither one of my grandfather or my uncle. They'd show you where the bear shit in the woods.
Yeah. Hey, Dennis, how you doing?
Hey,
Hello, Dennis. What's happening?
not much. Come and say hi. That's all.
Yeah, how's the weather out there?
Cold?
Yep.
Fucking cold.
Nothing but rain up here this week.
Yeah.
All the snow's pretty much gone. A lot of water falling today. 3, 4, 5 inches. Yeah.
So you guys heard that Steven Seacrest won the $100, right?
Oh, did
Yes,
he?
sir. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, I sent it to him yesterday.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. I started a chat last night. And tree blew across the street, across power lines, across the road, and everything, and so I lost my power, and I didn't get to finish it.
I heard.
Yeah.
You been doing good though?
I congratulated him last night.
Okay.
Yeah.
He kind of got quiet. It was like, I was like, hey, I messaged him for the first time. I haven't never messaged him. I'm like, hi, and he goes, oh hey. And I was like, guess what? And he's like, I don't know. I said you won. And he goes, won what? I was like, you won $100. And he's like, holy shit, really? I said, yeah. But
That's good.
if we keep doing this, I really need you, the fans, to challenge. To make sure you challenge it and try to verify that it's really me or not. Say something funny, say something stupid. Be like, act like a fool, because I'll take it as humorous. Be like, nah, this is Dennis. Prove it. Gotta make sure that you challenge me, so that you're not just getting random fucking messages saying that you won something and then get clicked into something. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because we'll only announce when we win it. So, when somebody wins it. So I've found that FB doesn't like any of that stuff. Doesn't matter. I know they said we could, but they don't like it.
Well, what gets me, Dennis, is I follow 3 people that give away freaking cars and boats and stuff. They got monetization.
No, but
they're going for months telling people to go buy their merch on their merch page and be entered to win and all this crap. And they're not having problems with it.
They're paying for advertisement. That's why you can't just tell people in a stream without paying for advertisement. Now, if I boosted this and the title was giveaway,
yeah,
and I boosted this and paid for it, then they will support that. But other than that, they won't. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So they actually shun away from that shit. I was like, okay, all right. It's like one thing or another. You got to find this shit out as you do it. It's not really specific when they talk about this stuff.
It just basically comes down to they want your money to give you money. And if you don't pay them, then they're not going to support you.
Yeah.
That's just the way it is.
You guys getting feedback from me?
I don't have any feedback.
Nope. Nope.
Okay.
But
I hear you beeper, but not feedback.
Oh, somebody's backing.
Oh.
They backing right now. They doing that back it up. Beep, 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 beep.
Just stop when it sounds expensive.
Crunch.
Robert asked you how you like the diesel prices.
Shitty.
Man, they can kiss my ass. That's why I drive my Honda Civic to work. I got a Honda Civic and a Dodge. So my baby's been good to me. She's been taking care of me a lot. So.
Robert's got that 10 speed. He likes that. It's good on mileage.
There you go.
He's got his little baskets on the side so he can put his groceries.
No, just been putting the house together, and I got my garden rototilled. So we were looking for rototills, right? We were looking on Marketplace for a decent rototiller or a back blade 2-wheel automatic, rototiller. And everything's so expensive, like $1,000 here in Missouri. They ain't even funny. So we found one on Marketplace for $500. It was brand new. The guy used it one time and figured out that he didn't want that one. He wanted a different one. So he ended up on Marketplace. So I got that for $500, which we lucked out because it was brand new. And I used it this weekend and mapped out from our fence that we have for our dogs running around. We put another fence gate that opens up to another set of fences for the garden. And I have a huge garden this year.
Oh,
It's
wow.
gonna be fantastic. The soil that is just outside of my property, or just right in the field, open field there, and it's just so rich. It was some little rocks in it and gravel, but for the most part, it was just real good dirt. So all I got to do is mix up some manure and this year I'm gonna put down the black paper, the black
Oh,
top paper.
that stuff to keep the weeds out.
Yeah, and then I'm gonna put manure down and then mix it up and then put that black top down, hold it down, and then cut holes and plant each thing so it stays fairly clean.
Yeah, that black paper, they got pins. You can just pin your edges.
Yeah. So I'm looking forward to that. Get that garden going. We looked at some cherry trees, some cherry blossom trees that we want to plant along our driveway because they're really and lilacs. I guess they're called lilacs or pink flowers. Lilac tree or some shit like that. I don't know.
If you put that black stuff down, make sure you cut it. Like, it's easier to cut it in separate lengths and just try to put one piece in. Just put your pins in where the seams come together and on the sides.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we bought 3 of them, so they're 100-foot rolls, so it's 300 feet.
Yeah.
So we're pretty getting excited to do a garden. Last year we did pretty good. We had quite a bit of cucumbers and some bell peppers and peppers, and I was pretty excited about that stuff. It was good food. It was like really good tasting stuff.
Always does. Always tastes better out of a garden than the store.
Yep.
I'm gonna get me just a 5-gallon bucket, 2 of them, and plant me 1 tomato plant, 1 jalapeno plant.
There you go.
My brother threw a 5-gallon bucket with potted soil and stuff, and he grew cherry tomatoes. He kept it in the back of his pickup, and I'll be damned, he had a whole shitload of them.
I tell you what, them cherry tomatoes, they're the easiest fruit or vegetable, whatever you want to call it, to grow.
Yeah, they are.
We had them every year down at the treatment plant. We never planted a single plant or seed.
Yeah. Sabrina will go out there and just eat them right off the plant. I was like, okay. You can wash them.
She wouldn't have at the treatment plant.
She just eats them right off the dam. Plucks them and pups them in the mouth.
I know where them tomatoes come from, and they didn't come from those. They come from somebody's ass in the toilet. So nope, no tomatoes from the plant for me.
So we're heading down to Conway tonight.
Conway.
Fun.
Oh, I really don't like the Conway route. It's so boring. All my routes are getting boring. They're getting so boring. I am not a repetitive truck driver. I like different all the time.
I was going to say, after a while, you do the same route, just does get boring.
Oh my God. That's the worst. I mean, it's just boring, you know?
I mean, you could practically do the route blindfolded, but don't try it.
Right? to make it exciting, I have to get safety pins and then, safety my nuts so that I start screaming.
I could do this shoot. I like it. I could do the shoot blindfolded, but please don't try this at home.
But it's all good. Where'd you go, Curtis?
Huh?
How's your kid doing? You doing good?
Yeah, he's back to work. He went back to work one day last week.
Holy cow!
Yeah.
Got my
Listen,
car back last week.
it is pouring.
You got rain?
Oh, coming down in buckets. Pouring hard. We already had rain all day once. Now it's supposed to go through tomorrow.
That's what she said. Coming down hard. Coming down hard.
I wouldn't be surprised if we get floods somewhere. I know the river down back here, my house is up high now.
Yeah.
Coming right up to the field.
I've come to the conclusion that Facebook has like several different virtual reality worlds because our live videos don't get any of those people that go to those reels. Like, they're non-existent. So when we post a reel, like that one little monkey dude, the little monkey guy is going viral.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of people. There's like tens of thousands of people that have liked it, and none of those people I've seen in any of our chats, any of our live videos. So I think it's a different virtual reality world. So
It is. It all goes back to advertising. When it comes to our live streams, they want pre-recorded more than anything.
Yeah.
They don't want the streamers to actually have communication with the viewers in real time.
Right.
And that's why they don't push out live streams for us. It's crazy. If we were paying for advertisement, it's a different story. But they'll push out the reels, but they won't push out the lives.
Makes sense.
Yeah, I know Facebook has turned into a money making business, and the first years of it wasn't about the money. It was not for the viewer or for the streamers. It was for Facebook, so there was money to be had back then. And when they started paying the streamers for monetization, then that's where the money come in. You got to do this. You got to play by Facebook rules. You have to make so much content this way, that way. And by the way, you got to pay for advertisement. And then the more, and it's like any business, you got to pay money to make money.
Right.
And we weren't born with silver spoons in our mouth, and a lot of the people that are, they have money to spend on it. It might be dirty money, but it's money.
Yep.
So we'll just be happy with what we got and what we do, and that's all you can ask for.
Right.
Because there ain't no way it's going to get any bigger than what we got because of the situation.
What's up, boo boo? Hey, Robin. Oh, there's Michelle. Hey, Michelle. Diane's here. Dwayne Brooks from Alabama. Welcome. He's somebody new.
Yeah.
Welcome, Mr. Brooks. That is a man, right?
Uh-huh.
We got Robert. We got... Oh, you just came on live, huh?
Yeah.
Too long ago?
About a little over an hour.
Robert said stripper money. Yeah. So I've been seeing your little advertisements there, Henry, for dump truck stuff or hallway.
Oh, Holland?
Yeah, you've been getting good business or what?
Not lately. Not right yet. Anyway, still,
What do you mean?
Huh?
You got little signs up everywhere. You know, have you gone to like?
I got my whole trailer all signed up.
Well, no. If you go to
Oh.
like Depot, if you go to Office Depot, if we got one, I don't think we got one probably in Portland. If
Right.
you go to Office and you get little, I don't know, 5 by what is it, 10 by 10 little signs that says your phone number and Holloway, and then just stick them up in your neighborhood, just on the grass there, just like a yard sale sign.
Oh yeah.
And people usually, that's a good way to advertise for the Holloway stuff, and it's very cheap to do it.
Oh.
Yeah. Just put your name, number, your business there, and put
Yeah.
yourself out. You know, shake a leg a while.
Yeah.
In every corner of around your house, at least around your area, people call it. Oh, I got
Right.
some shit up away. You know.
Huh.
Oh, thanks, Andrew.
Yeah. We got
I got
some stores.
stuff to haul off, Henry.
Yeah, it'll take me a while to get there.
I'll pay you $2.50 an hour.
No, they ain't even worth it.
What do you mean? You can dig through my garbage and see if you want anything.
No.
My God. My God.
Hey, Jeremy's making money off my garbage as we speak.
How's that?
Selling it on eBay.
No. What's up, Brandon?
Hey, Brandon. What are you
Yeah,
doing?
we got some stores up here that people could tack like cards or advertisement on.
A bulletin board?
Yeah.
Announcement board?
Yeah.
That's old school. Jesus Christ, Dane. You need to come up with the technology.
We still got them around though.
Jesus Christ. That intro net. I remember I learned how to use a computer really well at Farmington College there. We used to sneak in the
Computer class.
no, they had the computer laboratory.
Oh yeah.
So they had all the computers there. That's where I learned how to do MSN chat and Yahoo chat, and we thought it was the greatest thing in the world. I was only in high school. I was like 9th grade, 10th grade. And used to sneak in with college girls. Used to walk right behind them as they opened up the door. We just sneak right in. We walk around like we were in college. I even ate at the cafeteria. I had their lunch. That's how good I was. I would sit there on the computer all night, and then I'd go in there and eat a meal, eat breakfast in the morning. Don't tell me how I did it. I figured out how to do it. I scammed the shit out of the system. Nobody ever caught us either. It was about 4 of us that used to do it. Funny as shit. We'd be hanging out there in the dorms and stuff. Be partying with the girls. Oh yeah. I was a little advanced for my time. Down in Farmington. Now everybody that goes to school there is kind of like questionable. You gotta like ask yourself, what are you?
Yeah.
There's an interesting folk down there.
Yeah. You get downtown to Farmington, it's completely different.
Interesting folks.
Yep.
So are they better people than you, Henry?
No, not really. I wouldn't think so.
Oh,
Hey,
goodness.
Curtis, say
But they got
congratulations.
they got a place in Farmington that's pretty cool. It's like an old like a mining store. You can go in and buy all kinds of different shit. And it's pretty expensive shit.
Yeah.
What kind of shit you buying? Cow shit? Pig shit? Chicken shit?
No, it's like old like marble store. It's all made of marble and glass.
Nice. Hey, Curtis, Andrew passed his water class. I guess.
Yeah, I read that. But congratulations, Andrew. Glad you got it done.
There you go. Look at Curtis. He's looking up to Curtis. He's like, I want to be like you, Mr. Toilet Man. Flush my water and where does it go? Ask Curtis, yeah.
Goes in the creek.
And say, what? Does it
Wash-
twirl left?
Wash the water and pour it out in the creek.
Out of the creek. You sound so thrilled, Henry.
Yes.
Didn't you have Patty P on here a couple nights ago? Or about a week ago?
Last week. So yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Patty and Diane and
No shit.
yeah.
The dude, huh? Wow.
Yeah, Patty's been on stage with us a couple of times.
I know she has. She
Yeah.
carries herself very well. A very intelligent woman.
Yes, she is. Hey, Mike.
Mike,
What's up?
Spokane, Washington, 41 degrees over here. Well, I'll tell you what, it's 20 degrees here. It's fucking freezing. It's colder here than Maine.
Yeah, I don't know what we are right now.
Oh, so we're sitting here waiting. Ugh.
I bought these little lights. I was going to buy battery operated lanterns for the house in case electricity goes off, which I'm glad I got these finally. So I was going to buy some lanterns, and I come across these little lights I ended up with. And you remember the push lights? You just push that and the light comes on.
Yeah.
Well, I bought 2 of these, and I guess I'm lucky because I got to use them last night. They take 3 AAA batteries, and had it on all night and all morning this morning, and they still bright as brand new. And they have magnets on the bottom of them. And so what I've done is just took the big file clips, the 2-inch clips, and like here at the desk, I just clipped it on the top shelf, these right here.
Yeah.
And then it sticks to it.
Oh, get your vanity light there, gun.
When you don't have electricity, it doesn't work. I didn't have electricity, sir. But anyway, I hung it up here. One in the bedroom, and I had all the light I could stand. I put them on low and had them on all night. They worked real good.
They
They
even
only
have
$5.
them sticky ones that look like light switches. You can turn those on too.
Yeah,
Those are LED.
yeah. I've had them before too.
You got it. So if you turn it on right now, you'll have artificial light, light you up, right?
Mm-hmm.
You got it hanging right above you, so you can turn one on. Oh yeah, that's a lot better. You see a lot better now.
Maybe I don't want to be seen a lot better.
Okay.
I've got one here already that's electric.
Crack me up, Kurt.
Oh,
It's
did
all
you
about-
hear what happened to Jerry and Nancy yesterday, sitting around at the house?
No, I
Wow.
saw a decent ambulance, but what was going on?
Somebody got shot out in front of their house yesterday.
Oh wow.
Nancy ran out because it took a while for Jerry to get out there because he was hobbling along. He said, and Nancy went out. They had to put a thing because he had a wound right there on his chest, and he was bleeding bad. And the guy, I guess they got in some argument with some other guy, and I don't know what the whole story, but they said it was kind of scary right there at the house,
Well,
Well, they
yeah.
heard it. They thought it was firecracker, kids playing with like an M80 going off, and so they took and went out in front and found out somebody had put a shotgun to the guy.
Shit.
And Nancy had to kick a knife away from one of the guys because he's reaching for it. She had to kick that away
Damn.
because the guy who shot him, the guy on the ground, had a knife. He was going to stab the other guy. So Nancy had to kick that out of the way.
No shit. She was like all Ricky Ninja in that. Whoa,
Now she went out to help the guy. Nobody around there knew, it was bleeding, sit there bleeding, screaming his lungs off. And the more he bled, the more he's screaming, the more blood was running out. And they had to put something on him to stabilize him a little bit to keep him from, bleeding out. But
Wow.
yeah, they had quite a little excitement going on.
Yeah, sounds like it.
Yeah, I just saw the fire engine video, but I didn't really inquire what was going on. Well, there you go. Jeez, hope they're all right.
Oh, they are, but I hope the people. I think the people made it all right, though. Nancy didn't say about anything, no death or anything. So all the responders made it so that it'd be all right. But she said that's kind of close to the house, but living out there, it's gonna happen.
Wow, not really. I mean, Armona, Hanford, and Lemoore, California, they're all really a bunch of farmers and military. I mean, you got the
Right.
Lemoore Naval Station right there. It's a lot of military. So, you would think, and then you got a lot of farmers. But usually that area is pretty good. It's not that bad because I was stationed there back in 2000. And it was pretty safe then. That was one of my duty stations. Was Lemoore, California. Lemoore. And then I know exactly where, because I had a house out there. When I was in the Navy, we bought a house out there and then we sold it. So that was with my first wife and my kids, when I had my first wife and kids.
Right.
But I had a house out there that we were renting out and stuff like that. So I know where they live very well. I lived up around the corner there. But it wasn't that bad back then. I don't know now, with the climate that we live in now. There's so much stupid shit going on. You know, you see Spring Break, Daytona Beach. They shut that down. They cleared out the beaches,
Really?
and then yeah, and then they had the Dallas something in Dallas. They had like a hoedown, a festival that they shut down too because people were just acting up, shooting each other,
Yeah.
just being stupid.
Acting up and around a bunch of mass crowds.
Yeah, it's about stupid. A lot of stupid shit going on.
I talked about it a couple of times. Our court system is a reason, some of the reason why this has gotten out of hand, because they're slapping these people on the hands and not actually, you know.
Well, wait and see. Wait and see. Something's going to happen to these airports because they're stupid enough not to pay them at TSA. Wait, something's going to break out with that.
No, I think a lot of the sleeper cells that they're supposedly saying exist here in the United States are going to start waking up and doing some havoc.
Well, that's what I'm
And
saying.
when
Yeah.
that starts to happen, you know, then they're really gonna be like, holy shit, you know, like when things start popping off in cities, you know, start crumbling and shit like that. So if they turn them on, the sleeper cells, then it's only a matter of a few weeks to a month or a few months that they're going to activate whatever they have planned. So in time, it's going to happen. You know, if they're here already, that calling from that country, you know, specifically, has activated all those people, and they're awake, and they're actively planning on what they're going to do. So it's going to be pretty scary. That's why I bought a whole shitload of ammunition. I stocked up, bro. I got like 5 or 6 or 7 extra clips and a couple other things. I'm ready. Act funny next to me. Shit.
Yeah, I got 4 hand pieces and clips and boxes, and
Curtis, ain't nobody going to goddamn Arkansas, especially where you live.
but I'm ready.
What the hell are you going to have somebody walking through the woods? Oh, well, I guess we're just going to go through Arkansas. Ain't nobody going to Arkansas. No, ain't nobody going to Missouri. They're going to hit the cities. They're going to hit New York. They're going to hit Chicago. They're going to hit Los Angeles. They're going to hit Portland, Seattle. They're going to hit the major cities. Jacksonville, Florida, Miami, Mar-a-Lago, you know, all of that area, you know, Georgia, South Carolina, all the coastal lines, you know, they're gonna act up around there.
Did you not ever see what Red Dawn?
They ain't going to Wyoming. They ain't going to Colorado.
But they can go anywhere.
There's nothing to conquer in Colorado and well, they got Colorado, they got Denver. They can fuck up Denver because that's the NORAD. They can mess some shit up in Denver.
There's a lot of places that we don't know about across the United States. That's the way it's supposed to be. That could be targets because we don't know who leaked out what.
They're gonna take out all the Walmarts.
You saw that there's no more Walmarts in Iran. They're just targets.
Look where the pilot started from when they had that 911. 9/11, the pilot started from here.
Okay.
No, that's where it is. They came down and they figured out, they traced it back to Maine. That's where the pilots were, the ones that crashed.
Oh, they're from Maine?
No, well, they started out here,
Oh
They
yeah.
went to the courses or whatever it was. And
Oh. Yeah, they're fuel tankers, so they can go long distances. They go clear across the United States or the world.
Henry, you got a pilot's license?
no,
Okay.
Okay, that's an awkward silence moment. Jesus Christ. Somebody fucking talk! Sitting there looking at each other.
I'm looking at the comments waiting for somebody to say something.
I know, people are being quiet. There's 9 people in there. Should be chit chatting like mofo. Look, guys, there's only so much that we can talk about.
There's not a whole lot of people out on here tonight.
No, there isn't.
Yeah, right, Brandon.
JJ's Truck and Auto Plaza. Shit, that's probably where they're fucking. That's where they're setting up their shop. That's probably where they're setting up their shop.
Diane said something. You happy now?
No, she's a little smart ass. Diane's such a smart ass. You're such a smart ass. Fuck. I hate sitting here. Well, I'm gonna jump off here, guys. Have a
All
great
right.
night. And I gotta go potty before I start going.
I was gonna
Fuck
say you
you
gotta
guys.
leave. You gotta leave shortly, don't you?
Yeah, I'm gonna start driving. So.
Yeah.
But if you guys are still on here, I'll come on here driving. So.
All right, bud. Later.
All
All right, well, we'll holler at you
Guys.
later.
He won't come on. He says he will. But he won't come on.
He won't be able to because I'll be
He
shut.
yeah. I was gonna say, shut it out. Like, then tomorrow he'll come back. And, you son of a bitch! You set that up on purpose. I told you I was gonna come back. Thanks a lot, Curtis, asshole. No, there ain't too many on tonight, Curtis.
No.
I don't really feel like being up late at night. It was just gonna be me and you again. You
I
know,
don't
that's
either.
the way it usually is anyway. So what's
Yeah.
the difference? But nah, I can stay up too late tonight. 11:30 now.
I don't
I
know
figured
what.
it might be. I figured it might be a few people in here, but oh well. It is what it is, I guess. Monday anyway, so
Okay, I shared it. Wouldn't let me
all
share
the,
it before, but it just did now. So
all the girls are too chicken to come on because it's Monday. So
yeah. They ain't got the hair and makeup did.
no. Friday night's usually when they get to do all that makeup shit and come on and
Yeah. Diane says get your ass up there and shovel her out.
run your own shovel. I ain't coming back there no more. Treating me like I don't get no comfortable chair no more, so fuck that, no way. The hell with it. I can't sleep comfortably in a recliner. She boots me out all the time, so I'm not gonna bother. Shovel her own.
Had a hard time sleeping last night.
You did?
Yeah.
Yeah, couldn't sleep.
I didn't. I couldn't use my sleeping machine.
Oh shit! You didn't have no power. That's right. Ooh,
Yeah.
that's pretty tough one. Yeah, there's times when I had that. It sucked for me to sleep too because I used to have that, put that on, sleep like a baby.
That's the way I do. Yeah. It helps a lot.
Oh well, the night tonight you had no power. It sucked because I couldn't sleep and tossed and turned and up and down and you
I
just
was
get
just
listen. You just listen to that sound all night. You just get that nice little air flowing, and it just puts you right to sleep in a hurry.
yeah, yeah. I was just gonna go ahead and stay up all night, and about 2 o'clock, I thought, nah, I'm just gonna go ahead and lay down and try to sleep a couple hours. So I went in the bedroom and got bundled up and laid in the recliner. Then I had the cats jumping up and down me all night. I had both Jordan and Ben on my chest and stomach.
Yeah,
Then I had Fortune between my feet.
yeah,
And so we was all snuggled up trying to keep warm.
right. But it does suck if you don't have that machine. I'll tell you.
Oh, it does.
Because
Yeah,
I always, minute I put that on, I just listen to that, and it's kind of like some people listen to music when they go to bed, puts them right to sleep. Yeah, I couldn't sleep at all if I didn't have that going.
yeah. I can't remember what year it was. I started. It's whatever the first year they required CDL holders to take that sleep and study, and
Oh yeah, sleep apnea.
yeah, and well, the next day, 3 days after I took my sleep study, I was put on it, and I've used it ever since.
Yeah.
Even going on vacation, I'd take it with me.
Right.
And then I ended up with two of them, so I just kept one in a travel bag, a hose, a mask, everything. That way I didn't have to take mine down that I used every night to pack it and carry it with me. I just take the bag that it's already packed. The
Yeah,
spare.
they gave me a nice little bag to put all my stuff in.
Yeah. I had a flood. My hot water heater tank started leaking and flooded my bedroom. And all of my bags that I had got soaking wet and ruined.
Oh,
So I got the spare machine in a Craftsman tool bag.
hey, if it does a trick, it does a trick.
It does a trick, so I ain't
Doesn't matter where
complaining.
you put it. Put it in a
Yeah.
metal box if you had to.
I thought about ordering a Victoria's Secret bag for it.
That way you could put your perfume, your lipstick, and all that happy stuff in it too.
Yeah, carried
Your
all
wig and your little blonde hairdo thing there. Yeah.
For the life of me, I can't remember where I put that wig again.
You used to have it sitting right there in front of you.
It used to be in my bottom drawer of my desk, and finally I took it out and put it somewhere, but I hadn't found that somewhere yet.
Yeah. Well, you will. You found your comb, so
Yeah.
you'll come upon your little hairdo thing sometime.
Yep, and Henry, you be proud of me because I still have the easy access to my brush.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
It's not underneath the papers or anything.
Well, actually, it is, but the handle's sticking out of the paper in my
Yeah.
top cabinet door in my cabinet on my desk. You'd give me a bag? Well, yeah, I'm sure you would. Aren't you the bag lady?
Diane.
Yeah. I looked up them little bags. They don't make just a small bag. You got to get a big gym bag, or it ain't that big to where you need a big major bag to carry it in.
No. All it is a tray you fill up with water, hook your hose to, and about it.
Yeah, I don't even use water in mine.
No.
I stopped using that humidifier years ago because I had the heat set during the wintertime on the machine itself,
Right.
and I'd wake up, my face would be soaking wet, my nose would be stopped up, and so I quit using it, and I hadn't used it since.
But there used to be a tray, you fill it up at a certain line.
Yeah, I still have that hooked up to it. That's the
Well,
humidifier tank.
I don't know what color yours was, but mine was all black.
Yeah, that's what mine is, black.
And then you have to clean it out after a while.
Yeah, the one I use is a Dream Maker. It's white. I actually like it better than the other one. The other one's a lot fancier and sophisticated,
Yeah.
but this one that I use is actually better. I like it better.
Yeah. Nowadays, you don't have to have that mask. They put like a thing in your nostrils, like a thing like they do at the hospitals. Instead of having a mask, they just put that like a nasal type thing.
My brother has an implanted device for him. They put it in his shoulder, run the cable up his neck into the back of his mouth. You know where that flapper is that hangs dangly?
Yeah.
It goes in there, and it has a remote control to turn it off and on with.
Huh.
And he says it works.
Does he have sleep apnea too?
Yeah, my whole family did. My dad, him, and me both are. We all three did.
Did Cody have it?
Not that I'm aware of.
Right. You just got to be careful, you know.
Yeah. You know, and everyone thinks just because you're big, you're going to have sleep apnea. My dad wasn't a big man. You know, and he still had it.
Well, my cousin was as skinny as a rail, and he had it.
Right. It's just because you're big don't mean you're going to have sleep apnea. My doctor that did all that stuff, he was fussing at the federal government because they were requiring it. And don't get me wrong, it does work for sleep apnea. But that's not what actually causes it, is your weight or the circumference of your neck and all that crap.
Right in here.
Yeah, just it's the way your mouth and your throat's built that causes a sleep apnea.
Well, my doctor told me it's anywhere from like all in here where it would swell up a little bit, and you're not getting the proper breathing.
Well, it's inside your, down in your throat.
Well, yeah.
Your flap closes.
Yeah.
Inside your throat.
And it was funny because my brother timed me, see how long before I'd lose, I'd go to sleep and I'd stop breathing, and they timed you. And
yeah.
A little bit of time in between. That's why it's dangerous.
Like me, when I had my sleep study, I was having 40 apneas a minute. 40 a minute.
I didn't have much of a sleep study because they'd wake you up every 5 freaking minutes.
Yeah, that's the way I was, but I did feel a lot better the next morning than I had.
Yeah, I did too. By the time I got to sleep, I didn't want to leave.
No, I was saying leave me alone. Wake me up later.
Yeah.
Because I'm not kidding you. I felt so good. I stopped at Waffle House and had breakfast.
But it does kind of pep you up for the next day, though.
It used to for me, but it doesn't no more.
It did.
It did, but like anything else, you get used to it. It's not. It's just another day in paradise.
Yeah. But when I first started it, boy, first few days, geez, I felt like going like a rocket all day long.
Yeah, it felt real good. I didn't have the nodding off at work anymore. It got so bad driving that dump truck to the landfill that I was having to pull off the road just about every day to take a nap.
Yeah.
10, 15 minute nap. And I knew I was having problems. And when I got put on it, then I didn't have that problem anymore. Hey, Faith, how you doing? Faith, Henry single and ready to mingle. What are you talking about, Faith?
Yeah, I just got divorced by Diane, so she don't want me no more.
Yeah, Diane just kicked him to the curb.
Yeah, she didn't want me. The only time she wants me is to help her do something, but I'm done with that crap. Tired of being used.
Yeah.
We were getting along great, but now, she kicked me to the curb.
So I started me a calendar.
Yeah.
This way I can keep up if I take my medicine or not.
Oh, yeah. Well, they got those Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday things that you can put your medicine in.
I got that underneath the calendar.
Everything I mentioned, you've got it right there, right?
I got it right here, Henry.
Right,
It
right
doesn't
there,
help
right ready to
because
show and tell.
I didn't put a week's worth of pills in there. I'd raise the lid up and just dump the whole prescription in each slot.
Yeah.
So I couldn't keep up with it that way. In other words, I'm too lazy to just put out a daily dose.
The one that I have, it's got the picture of the sun and the picture of the moon, night and day, night and day.
I've got them in my cabinet drawer down here, my filing cabinet. I've got 4 of them down there. But like I said,
somebody will send me a whole bunch of them.
I don't just put in a 7 days supply. I put the whole bottle in, like one medication will go in this one, another one, this one, and I put a label on top of it. So I don't remember if I take my meds or not. So this way, when I go get my desk drawer, I've got so much crap I go in there every day for anyway. I can just pick the calendar up, look at it. Oh, I didn't take it for today. Then reach over, get my box out, and take it. So that's what it's come down to. Yeah, we was talking about I got it, my brother's got it, my dad's got it, Faith, we all 3 had it. Dad don't have no more. He don't breathe no more. What do you mean don't be putting personal stuff out there? It's my stuff. If I want to put it out, I will. Ha, 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 ha.
What do you mean personal stuff?
Yours truly was saying don't be putting your personal stuff out there.
Oh. If I feel like it, I want to, I can. I'm not going to flash anything else, but
Oh, Henry, she's talking to you.
oh, I can't see it. Oh.
Well, Robert, that's the way that mine do. 'Cause I'm too freaking lazy every Sunday to refill them. This way they stay full till they run out. Did you lose power last night, Faith? We didn't have it here.
Yeah. Well,
Get you one of these things, Henry.
what?
One of these there things.
I can't quite see what it is, Curtis.
See, it's that right there.
Yeah, looks like a needle of some sort.
No, it's something to do with taking care of your fingernails.
Oh.
But anyway, you can dig in your ear with it and get in there and just scratch the crap out of it.
I got bad enough. That's why I'm wearing these. I don't need a fucking hearing aid.
Oh man, that feels so good.
Yeah, well, I don't need to get a hearing aid because I knocked out my freaking eardrum.
Hey, if you got fat fingers like me, you got to have some.
Yeah, well, I just use my elbow.
I was using the wooden one that comes in that kit, but I was afraid I'd get a splinter in my ear. So I quit and I started using this one.
I thought you were going to afraid to get a splinter in your ass.
I don't stick it in my ass, I stick it in my ear. I've learned if you got it and it works, use it. It don't matter what it is and what for, you know. Yeah.
Yeah, April. Then I got 7 days after the month of April. Then I go get my right eye all fixed up. See if
Okay.
I can't see anybody.
Yeah.
That's the 7th of May.
That's
After
good.
that sale done, I got to do the left one. So I'll be taking eye drops for a while.
Mm-hmm.
I have to take eye drops 4 times a day.
Yeah.
3 different ones. Ain't that nice, huh?
Oh, yeah. But if it makes you see better, that's what it takes.
Yeah, I don't care.
Yeah. With Diane, that's what I started with is a toothpick. But then again, I was afraid I'd get a splinter in my ear. Then I started using that wooden device in your fingernail kits. And then again, it goes back splinters. And I found that, and I thought, man, that's a perfect tool for scratching the innards of the ear. And it's perfect. Works great. But you don't stick it in too far because it makes you go boo. Because there's things back in the back you don't want to touch with it. So I've got it figured out, holding it in my fingers, sticking it up like that, how deep to stick it. So I can just stick it that far in there and take care of business. So.
Yeah. Well, I think I've been talking to other people like we are here, face to face, and I think they said that they didn't hear anything in my phone because I've been asking them. So
Yeah. It doesn't do it all the time, Henry. It's kind of like you're moving your phone,
right.
and I don't know if it's you're hitting it against something or scratching against something, your thumb or your fingers or so. I don't know what it is.
But apparently it ain't doing it tonight.
No, it's not doing it right now. Uh-uh. Let's see here. Let's see if I can call somebody else out. Come on, get up there, peoples. Chris Cameron, Shane Bell, Eliana, Donna Joe, Tin Mo, 9 Mo. Well, if you're still in here in the background and I called your name, howdy. Come on in and say howdy to us. Glad you're in there watching, giving me all the reactions. Give us some comments. Introduce yourself. Let us know where you're from. What is that? Quit moving. Oh, we got 3 viewers from YouTube in here tonight. I know Brandon was in here, and there was one other too. Did you hear what Diane did to me last night? Last night.
No.
She come in on YouTube side, and she was under the title of Frankie something. She asked me how old I was, and trying to take me out on a date or something.
Oh, jeez. Diane did that to you? Unbelievable. You should have said I ain't letting that troll on. What are you doing now?
Henry, why did you mute my microphone?
I didn't touch your computer. You were moving something around and doing something, and you might have hit it.
No, Frankie's not in here, Diane. But you are. Huh.
Well,
Oh,
it's midnight here.
is it already?
It is here.
It's only 11 here.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Well, it's bad when you're this busy. 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 Let's see here. I muted it. It didn't stay muted. Okay. All right.
Well, I think I'm gonna head out, Curtis.
All right. Well, Henry, I'm gonna
Yeah. If
shut it
you're
down.
on, if you're on tomorrow, then I'll come on and whatever.
All right. What is tomorrow?
All right. Tomorrow, Tuesday, all day.
Tuesday?
Yeah.
All right. All right,
right.
sir. You have a good one. We'll talk
All
at you
right.
later.
Yeah. Bye.
Thanks for coming up with me.
Yeah. You're welcome.
All right. So, who's the next contestant to come on stage? I will post a link one more time. If we don't have any takers, and I'm going to call it a night. Why? Because I see some good sleeping in my future. The near future. Yeah, I have seen that. Them giant rolls that comes with a stand and all. If that would probably last me a year. I'm not like some people. I'm not full of it like they are. Yeah, I'm not like that. Let's get that located somewhere else. It's in the way. We'll get, there we go. That's better. That better. For me it is. Okay. All right, that's all posted. Links there. Anybody want to come up with me? You're welcome to come on board. Dirty Don and his wife. No, it wasn't them. It was another couple that I watch. She come home and carrying the box, it come with 2 rolls and a stand. And she walks in with that box and hands it to her husband, and he says, "What's this?" She said, "You said you needed toilet paper, so I bought you some toilet paper." He opened up the box and held one of the rolls up. He says, "Well, that's not going to be enough. That's only enough for 2 days for you." And once he pulled the stand out, I thought, crap, you're going to have to bend over just to get to it. It's just a little bitty stand. Being toilet paper, you'd think it'd be at least toilet height, right? No, it's not. And the rolls are so big, you can't put them on a regular toilet paper roller. So I seen some rebuilding in the future for anybody that bought one. Who puts a toilet paper on their cabinet, then you have to reach over. If your cabinet's across the room or on the other end of the bathroom, you're going to have to get up to get to your hockey tickets. So, yeah. I guess you could drill the base of it out and put some screws in it and hang it from the wall next to the toilet. There you go. Hey there. How you doing?
Okay, how are you?
I'm good.
What's up?
Not a whole lot. Not a whole lot. So yeah, we got Henry out. I knew he wasn't going to stay long. The only reason why he come on was I called him out. And I seen him that he was in here, and I thought, well, I'll call him. So I did. I was going to send him the link if he didn't come up. That's how I normally get him up here, is send it in his messenger.
Where's Diane? Tell her to come on.
Diane, you're being called. Come on up. And don't say you don't see the link, because it's right there in front of you. So y'all had some snow flurries or something there?
We had a lot of snow.
Was you one of them that got a whole bunch down there? Because, like I said, I seen it quite a few posts from different peoples in Alabama and Georgia, and I thought there was quite a bit of snow.
Yeah, when I was leaving the hospital, it was like coming sideways.
Oh wow!
And you couldn't even see 50 feet in front of you.
Yeah. Heck, it could be sunny, bright day, and I couldn't see 50 foot in front of me.
You're a mess.
One reason there's a wall in front of me.
So how much is your Walmart order up to now?
Oh, goodness. I had to get cat litter and cat food this week. Plus, one of my prescriptions is $47.
Holy
think-
smoke.
I think it was 130 something.
That's not bad.
120. I went through it and cut a couple of things out. It was up to 130 something, but I cut a few things out.
They delivered already?
Oh, no. I got my last week's delivery Friday, I think. So I'll probably wait till Thursday or Friday of this week to order this one. I try to make it a consistent week, every week. That way I have room in the freezer to restock. I bought some Great Values version of the McGriddle. It comes with sausage and egg on pancakes. Theirs does. I took the cheese off. I don't do cheese with that kind of stuff. I've never had pancake with egg with it. I've never ate that in my life. And so it was the first time. And I'm going to tell you what, that was a freaking good breakfast sandwich. It was so good, I put another box on my order for this week. No, I've never had pancakes and eggs together. Never had that. My dad always did that. He'd eat one pancake, take the egg and put on top of one of the pancakes and break it, break the yolk and let the yolk run over it and stuff. But he wouldn't put syrup. He'd just eat the egg with the pancake. And then the other pancake, he'd put syrup on. That's how he would eat his pancakes. And he always got eggs with his pancakes, always. Yeah, but I'd never done that before. If I'd either get pancakes or I'd get eggs. Wouldn't get the two together.
I get
course.
those croissants with the sausage and the egg.
Yeah. That's what I used to get. And I guess I got tired of them because I ended up throwing a box and a half of them away because I was in there so long in the freezer. And I bought a couple of boxes. I bought a box, and then next week I got another box of them. But the Great Value sausage, egg, and cheese on a biscuit. And I tell you what, I really enjoyed that. But I don't. I've got some Jimmy Dean sausage in the freezer that I bought, and to me, Jimmy Dean just doesn't taste the same as it used to. And so I know I've got to cook it, but I don't look forward to it. But Great Value sausage I like. I do like their sausage. I used to buy it in the tube and just cut it off and cook it that way. And then I quit buying that and just started buying the pre-cooked sausage. And I was deep frying it, and that is really good. It's just amazing how deep frying food changes the flavor of it and makes it better than
Kind of like butter makes it better.
yeah, or bacon grease makes it better. But I don't know what it is about deep frying meat. It does make it taste better. But I don't deep fry nothing no more. I don't even have a deep fryer in the kitchen. But I just at first I just put it in the oven and heating it up that way because it gets it crispy and you can cook it longer than when it is out of bags. And then once again, I got lazy and just put it in the microwave and heat it up that way. And I still like it that way. But I cook it a lot longer than it tells it to. You're supposed to cook it like 70 seconds. Takes 3 minutes.
Yeah, that depends on the microwave too.
Yes. Some people would call it overcooked just because it crunches. Don't mean it's not any good. That just means I like it that way. It's dried out. It crunches. It's the way I do my bologna too. I'll put it in there till it crunches. Yeah. That's just me. Kind of like me liking burnt peanut butter cookies. People call it burnt. I call it cooked to perfection.
Where is everybody tonight?
I don't know where they're at. See, does that look burnt to you?
It's a little well done.
That's perfection.
You do you.
Yeah. I still got 2 packs of them cookies I've had since I cooked them 3 years ago. Now, I don't think they're any good no more.
I wouldn't say they were.
But I like buying them this, how they sell them in little squares. That way you could break them off. If you wanted 3 or 4 cookies, you could put them on. I got these little cookie sheets that fits perfect in my little oven and just throw me two, 3, 4, however many I want on that pan and throw them in that oven and cook them. And, rather than having a tube of them and spooning them out and all that, the blocks are a lot easier. Then you can put them in a Ziploc bag, put them back in the freezer.
I don't know how long it's been since I did cookies in the oven.
Yeah. I've only cooked peanut butter cookies, actual homemade ones, one time. And I'm not bragging or anything. That's pretty dang good. But Mom taught me to put some sugar on a paper plate. And when you put the dough on the cookie sheet, take a fork and flatten it down. But while you're flattening it down, dip the fork in water and then put it on the sugar coat the bottom of the fork with the sugar and then press it down, and that gets that sugar on top. And that's how I cooked them. And you can do the same thing with the tube type cookie dough or these squares. You can do the same thing with, and give it that extra sweetness if you want them sweeter. But I hadn't done that in a long, long time. I just kind of like them the way they come. I made sugar cookies, peanut butter cookies, chocolate chip, just all homemade. You know, it wasn't out of tubes or packages. But that's just some of the things Mom taught me how to cook as a kid. Which never thought it would affect my health, you know, as I got older. Only get one of them. I'll get one plate full, triple stacks. You know, don't eat all them cookies. Don't eat all that fudge. But I blame it on all these companies that make this stuff, because so it's their fault. You know, I won't take the blame for it. No, my Ozempic is what costs so much money. And at least it's the cheapest that I've found. And without the insurance, it'd still be way, way over $1,000 a month for the pen. So with my insurance I got, it covers, and it's only $47 a month. And that's the most expensive medication I got. What is it? I got 7 different prescriptions, and some of them are free. Some of them's like $3, $4. So I got pretty good insurance when it comes to my prescriptions. I got stuff here and there that I have to take double looks at because I don't remember what they are. Still got my little mousey though. See, yeah. See, that's the cat toy. The cat toy. See, it's a little mouse light. Got the little heart button on it to press. I'm glad Ben's asleep. He'd have been over here in my lap trying to get it. Well, we hadn't had any comments here lately, so I think I'm going to call it a night. Nobody coming up on stage and all that good stuff. So I will catch you guys on the next one, okay? I thank you for coming in and all the likes and all that good stuff. I appreciate it. The shares. What else we got? Yeah, we had some shares and all that good stuff. Robin, I'm going to shut it down for the night, okay? I'm sorry. We've lost all the viewers, so I'm going to just go ahead and shut her down for the night. But thank you, Robin. I appreciate you for coming up on stage with me. And you have a good one. You take care, okay? And everyone else, thanks again. I appreciate it. And watch out, I'll have another one here pretty soon. I'm not going to say the days or not because I don't know. And and because I don't want to say I'm going to be on tomorrow and I'm not able to, so I don't want to. But I'll be on another one here pretty quick. And once again, thanks for coming up here and or coming in here and watching with all the craziness I do and the comments and like I said, all the likes and all that shares and stuff. I appreciate them more than you know. And I'll catch you on the next one, okay? Thanks again.